Thank you for joining me for Calming Yoga. Today we have a nice gentle routine. So we're gonna start off actually with our knees up. So sitting on your bottom. Got my cat here, Mango. Who he doesn't like when I move, so he might decide to attack me. So we're gonna start with our knees on, or our hands on our shins. And we're just gonna do some cat-cows from here. So we're just inhaling, lengthening the spine, looking up. And then exhaling, bringing the belly button toward the spine, rounding the back. And you can even pull back with your arms and lengthen the arms to get that shoulder blade stretch as well. And coming into an inhale, chest lifted. Maybe you want to lift the chin too. If it hurts, don't do it. You can always keep the head looking straight forward. Right, bringing the belly button back, rounding the upper back. And one more of each. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then from here, bringing your hands underneath the shoulders. And from here, we're just gonna windshield wiper the knees. So going side to side. You can lift the bottom off the ground if you want when you rotate. So feeling what feels good here in the hips especially. It's a good little dynamic IT band stretch. Oh, we got dogs barking now. All kinds of fun stuff today. Good, and from here, we're gonna hug the knees. So wrapping the arms around the legs here, and then maybe even bringing your nose to your knees. And then feeling for your breath. Maybe if your belly's touching the thighs, feeling it press as you inhale. Just taking a few moments for yourself here. Getting into the present moment. Putting aside whatever it is you have to do. Just taking this time for yourself. Go ahead and release from the legs and extend both legs all the way down to the ground. From here, we'll raise both arms up as you inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to twist the torso. Cinching in the belly here. So using the abdominals to twist and not the upper back. Rotating forward, bring the arms up, and then exhale, twist the torso opposite direction. Maybe gazing over the shoulder. Good, rotating back to the center. And from here, we're gonna lie down on the ground. And then keeping both knees up, we're going to extend the right leg all the way up in the air, pulling the thigh in just ever so slightly in towards your chest. And we're just going to pretend like you're drawing a circle with your big toe. And then circle the opposite direction. Pointing the toe, flexing the foot, so bringing the toes down towards your chest. Just point and flex as many times as feels good. Then from here, bending the knee, holding the shin, tucking that knee in toward the chest as far as feels comfortable. And then maybe even bringing that nose to the knee, pressing the low back into the ground. Taking a couple breaths here. Good, releasing down. And then from here, reaching for your foot to the inside of your knee. So both arms are on the inside of my knee, and either grabbing the big toe with your two pointer fingers here, or you can grab the outside edge of your foot. So I'm gonna grab my big toe, and we're just gonna bring the bottom of the foot toward the sky and then driving that knee down toward the ground or toward your armpit. So it's a half of a happy baby pose. Just breathing into this, getting that deep inner thigh stretch, glute stretch. Here, bringing the leg back in to meet the other. And you can goalpost the arms here, or you can leave them by your sides, but we're gonna, again, windshield wiper the knees, side to side. Making it feel good. And stopping when the knees are at the center. We're going to extend the right leg once again. And this time we're going to see if we can pull it in a little further in toward the chest without pain. And then maybe even bringing the toes toward the chest this time. You might feel more of a stretch that way, so you might have to back off a little bit, so make sure you're mindful. Good. From here, releasing the leg down. We're going to extend the left leg all the way down, and then still using the right leg, we're going to bend the knee over toward the side in a reclining tree pose. So that foot can pretty much be anywhere since we are lying down. Normally I say don't put it on the knee, but you actually can this time, if that's where it feels good. So we're not trying to force anything here. And then just let the palms rest up. And I just want you to hang for a few moments. Taking those nice big breaths, slow and steady. Filling up the lungs, and then think about completely emptying the lungs. Good, then bringing that knee back in toward the center. You can bend the opposite knee. We're going to extend the left leg now, pulling it slightly into the chest and making that big circle with the big toe. So circling that foot, lubricating our ankle joints here. Switch directions. Pointing the toe, flexing the foot, bringing the toes down toward the chest, and then just going at your own pace, pointing and flexing. Good. Then bringing that knee in toward the chest, holding the shin, and really pulling that knee in. Then maybe even bringing the nose to the knee, pressing that low back. Then releasing, and then bringing both arms to the inside of the knee, grabbing the big toe with your pointer fingers, or either grabbing the outside of the foot, bringing the bottom of that foot up to the sky, driving that knee down or in toward the armpit, half of a happy baby pose. Keeping those hips glued to the ground. Good, and releasing the leg, bringing both feet on the ground. You can goalpost the arms. We're going to windshield wiper the knees, side to side. Good, and pausing when you get to the center, extend that left leg once again. See if you can pull it in a little closer this time. Maybe adjusting the position of the foot. Maybe you want to point. Maybe you want to flex. Good, then from here, extending the right leg all the way down to the ground and then bending the left knee for our reclined tree pose. So resting the palms up. Just pausing in this position for a few moments. And from here, we're going to roll on to the side. You can do either side because we'll do both. And we're going to bend the bottom knee, the top leg. We're going to bring that knee into the chest. So we're folding here at the hip crease, bringing that femur, that thigh bone in toward the chest. And then you can grab the big toe and you can hang here. That's an option. Or you can wrap your arm behind the leg and hold it here. Or you can grab that big toe and extend all the way up. And then I want you to pay attention to what your shoulder is doing right now, because right now my shoulder is collapsed. My shoulder is by my ear. So I want to really cinch in and use my rib cage and the muscles here and my abdominals to lift myself up so I'm not collapsing. So we're extending that arm, extending the leg, maybe your body doesn't do that, and that's okay too. Very nice. You can bend the knee, bring it down. We're gonna switch sides. So same thing, we're stacking the hips here, bringing that knee in toward the chest, grabbing that big toe, maybe hanging here, maybe wrapping, maybe extending all the way up. And then again, not collapsing in that shoulder like I've done right now. So I'm using my abdominals, pick myself up, my elbow is stacked under my shoulder. Breathe into the stretch. nice. You can release down. From here, roll onto your belly. Hug, hands under the shoulders, hug the elbows into the sides. Squeeze your legs together, so zip them up. And from here, we'll inhale, lift the chest. You can hang here in a baby cobra. If you want to take it all the way up to an up dog, feel free. Widening through the collarbones here. Maybe you want to look up. Good. From here, exhale, downward dog. Bringing that chest toward the thighs. Bend the knees as much as you need to on your dog. You don't have to have straight legs if it hurts. Good. Extend that right leg straight out behind you into a three-legged dog. Then bring that knee in toward the chest, stepping the foot in between the hands. And you have an option to lower that back knee, but try to keep it lifted for this one. We're going to keep the left hand under the left shoulder, open up, twisting toward the right palm, maybe looking up at it. Then rotate back to the center, step back into a plank, exhale, downward dog. Send those hips up toward the sky. Then lift that left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bring that knee into the chest, step that foot in between the hands. See if you can keep that back leg up. Right hand under the right shoulder. Open up to the left, follow the palm. Low lunge with a twist. This one always feels good. Rotate back to the center, step into your plank. From here, hold, hold. Lower the knees down. Very nice. Bring the right knee in toward the right wrist. And then maybe that left ankle creeps toward your left wrist. We're gonna slide your left leg on back. So the more you're rested on your butt cheek, and it's okay to be rested on your butt cheek for pigeon pose here, you know, this might feel better for you. The more you roll toward the midline of the body, the more of a stretch you're gonna feel. If this does not work for your body at all, that's okay. Do reclined pigeon, so do this one, figure 4. That's what you'll wanna do instead. So it's a great modification. Good, if you wanna exhale and walk it forward into sleeping swan, feel free. Really using our breath on this one. This can be, you know, a stressful pose. We got lots of deep stretches going on here in the low body when we do this one. Nice, go ahead and back it off here. Bring your knee back under the hip. Bring the left knee toward the left wrist. Maybe you shimmy that ankle toward the right wrist. Slide that right leg on back. And hang here, or you can walk it forward. Very nice. Bring that knee back underneath you. From here, we'll set the bottom back toward the heels. Child's pose. Really walk those arms forward. Spread out the fingertips. Rest the head down. If the head doesn't touch the ground, feel free to put a pillow under it. Very nice. guys come up to all fours, have a seat on your bottom. And from here, we're going to take it all the way down to the ground. I want you to spread out, take up as much room as you want. Find your version of Shavasana, corpse pose. It's where we lay here and be still. Bring the palms facing up, let those feet fall. And this is the mindful part where stillness and silence can kind of come into play and lower that blood pressure, lower, any tension, lower your respirations. Lots of benefits to the nervous system. You can close the eyes. And just thinking, about all the things we cannot control. There's so much in the world we can't control. We can't control the media. We can't control judgments from others. We can't control negativity. But we can control lots and lots of things. We can control our reaction, our time. We can control our words. We can control our exercise, our sleep, our eating. So there's so many things that we do have control over. So think about surrendering to what you can't control and maybe, taking it up a notch for what you can control. Bringing the awareness back to your breath. Letting that belly blow up like a balloon as you inhale. And exhaling, letting the belly deflate. This stimulates our vagus nerve, which eases our mind, eases our body. Take these next few minutes for yourself because you deserve it. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Extend that belly. Exhale out the nose. Shrink the belly. take one more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bend each knee. Bring the knees into the chest. You can give them a hug or rock the body side to side. And then rocking the body off to one side and pausing. Whenever you're ready, coming to a seated position. We'll just take one more deep breath. Inhale, arms up. Reach for the sky. Exhale down. Be proud of yourself for joining today and doing something for you. Namaste. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.